Developing tonight, 2 people are dead and 1 person injured after a fiery crash that closed down the northeast extension of the Pennsylvania Turnpike for hours today. The northbound lanes are still closed right now. Hundreds of cars were stranded on the highway as first responders tried to guide them off through emergency access gates. Our Jennifer Lee with more.
The northeast extension was closed for several miles. You can see the empty highway here and off into the distance, the massive emergency response. State police say this all started when a driver got a flat tire and stopped in the right lane of travel. The car behind it was able to slow down, turning on its hazard lights. But there was a tanker truck. It could not come to a stop, causing the fiery crash.
All of a sudden we see the black smoke like in the distance. No one was planning for this, obviously. It's so crazy and devastating.
Saturday morning drivers stunned seeing the black smoke billowing off of I-476 northbound lanes. State police say the tanker involved in the fiery crash was carrying jet fuel.
It's an unfortunate situation. I mean, there's a lot of people out here that have been waiting a very long time, so we just hope and pray that everyone up there who is involved is okay.
Homes next to the highway evacuated as a precaution.
It was kind of weird, with the way the wind was blowing. We didn't know if the fire was going to spread or what was happening. And the firemen told us that the contents of the tanker were kind of flowing down, and they evacuated us as a precaution.
You can see the long line of cars stuck on the highway. The northeast extension closed for several miles between Mid-County and Lansdale. First responders guiding some drivers out through emergency access gates. Others,
I did it. I'm so proud of myself.
finding their own escape routes after spending hours in their cars.
Goodness for 4-wheel drive.
Wow, 3 hours?
I've been sitting there since 10:15, so yeah, a little more than 3 hours. And I went in multiple directions multiple times.
Some teens hoping to make it to a softball tournament walked up the grassy hill to wait for another ride.
My mom said she just turned around, so she's definitely on a shoulder. I think she said she's sitting on a shoulder right now. We're hoping that our ride's gonna come on the overpass and then we get to go to one of our softball games because it's one of our biggest tournaments of the year.
State police say crews needed time for the investigation and to clean up the debris and jet fuel on the road.
If there is a shoulder available and your vehicle becomes disabled but still drivable, I ask that you pull your vehicle as far as you can onto that shoulder.
A very important safety reminder there. The investigation is still in the early stages. If you have any information, reach out to state police. On the northeast extension, Jennifer Lee, Fox 29 News.